Okay, Stanton, thanks for joining us on Sports Daily. Firstly, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Can't complain.
What have you been up to these days?
Well, a bit of business, a bit of football, a bit of TV, a bit of everything, But as long as football is part of my life, I remain sane.
Good point. Let's talk about football. Kaizer Chiefs, obviously, lots of people, we were talking about this earlier, lots of people remember you from your time at Kaizer Chiefs. What did you make of their season?
I think Kaizer Chiefs had an indifferent season. They were mostly inconsistent. But if you take the holistic look at Kaizer Chiefs, it's a new coach. There's quite a few key players that left this season. Steve Compella managed to take the team to 2 finals. They've ended in the top 8. So overall, it's not such a bad season. I think this is a season where the coach would look at different combinations, see the type of players that he has, and he'll now have a clearer look on what he needs to strengthen the team. And I think the second season is the best, is going to be a little better for Kaizer Chiefs. And also taking into account that especially when your defense is not right, everything else doesn't fall through. So Steve's going to have a very easier season next season. Once you won the championship, it's very difficult to defend it. So Kaizer Chiefs came from being champions, and the second season is always a difficult one. So next season will be less pressure in terms of defending the title, but also I think the fans are going to be expecting some silverware.
Obviously, it's International Week this weekend, Bafana in action. After doing so well in the qualifiers and going to Equatorial Guinea and disappointing there, obviously falling out in the group stages, and then following that up with a really disappointing campaign this far, and losing to Mauritania. How disappointed have you been with Bafana?
Look, it's not going to help by us batting Bafana and Coach Shakes and his team. As South Africans, we need to get behind it. We realize that we're in a crisis. We've reached rock bottom. From first in the African Nations Cup to second to third to fourth to group stages to not qualify. I don't think we can go any lower. So it is for us as ex-professionals, as media, as South African citizens, as football-loving people, to get behind the team, encourage the team. So yes, it's been very, very disappointing to lose to Mauritania, but we need to just take the good out of the situation. Let's look forward to the World Cup qualifiers. Hopefully, well, that's a big one. It's kind of like putting the horse before the cart if we don't qualify for the Nations Cup, but we're trying to qualify for the World Cup. But it's not impossible. It's football. Anything can happen. As long as we continue to build, there's a good base of youngsters. I think if more players can be playing abroad, that's just going to strengthen our national team. And let's just stay positive. Yes, it was disappointing, but let's stay positive. We've got some quality in the team, and hopefully that they can just make forward strides.
You think that was the biggest problem, or is the biggest problem at the moment, that we don't have enough players playing abroad? Obviously, during your era, McCarthy, Fortune, they're playing for big clubs. Yourself also playing abroad.
It's no secret that African countries are stronger when most of the squad is based in Europe, because you like it or not, the infrastructure is there, the level is much higher, the level of professionalism from the player is more demanding. So when he comes back to his national team, it's normal for him to take this thing more serious, And the difference between playing in South Africa or playing locally in any country and playing abroad, there's a mind shift where players understand that this is my job. I need to do this 24 hours. It's not about training 2 hours a day, going home and relaxing with my friends and my family. It's about training, getting there early, putting the work after, sleeping at the right time, eating the right time, being a 24-hour professional. And this is what happens when you go to Europe. And you come back, your game is at a higher level. So if you're playing with 11 guys that's at that level, automatically the level just shifts up. And South Africa has all the attributes. We've got all the players with all the ability to do that. We've done it in the past, so I see no reason why we shouldn't do it again, and more players must aspire to play in Europe.
Cool. Thank you very much, Stanton.